The September mini budget. What has the Chancellor done for small businesses in particular? I'm going to look at that in this video. I do regular updates on tax and accounting issues, so if you want to be kept up to date, please subscribe to the channel. And if you press the like button, it really helps. So the Chancellor's statement and the budgetary changes, I think most of the main points are well known and will have been well covered, that income tax is going down by a penny, the basic rate, the top rate of, I mean, this was a big thing, the top rate of income tax, the 45% has gone altogether. Increases in corporation tax have been got rid of. So those are the big changes. It's almost like I've had a dream. I've been asleep and I've woken up and everything's as it was before the dream. So the last year of tax changes has just been a dream. That's how it feels like. But it's worth recapping what has changed. So first of all, we know that the national insurance increase has been squashed, but also it's not widely seen that the increase in dividend tax, which went along with that, has also been got rid of. So we'll have 1 year of it. In 2022-23, 1.25% increases in the dividend tax, and then we'll go back to the previous rates in the following year, the 23-24. So the main rate of dividend tax will be 7.5%, and we'll only have 2, of course, because the top rates of income tax have gone altogether. So that's the dividend tax, and not everybody knows that, and it's not widely stated. I mean, the big thing is the corporation tax, because that really was a 6% increase in corporation tax. It was huge. It was a 30% increase in the tax people paid. I was really not looking forward to that, and the sort of transition. The whole thing was really going to be very difficult. So getting rid of that, I'm really pleased about that. There are a few little bits and pieces though that are worth looking at. So there were enhanced capital allowances for businesses in this tax year, which were intended to transition to the higher rate of corporation tax in the future. Those have been, it looks like those have been they're going to get rid of those, so there won't be those higher rates of capital allowances. But that wasn't the only sort of big, there were some small changes, like he says he's going to make it easier to give share options to employees. Interested in looking at the details when that's announced. There was a lot of stuff about the innovation areas which they want to create, but since those are really very long way down the line, I'm not going to get too excited about those. There was something very significant for people who have their own personal service company, that the IR35 changes that were made in this March and 4 years previously are going to be revoked. So I looked a little bit at it. So it's just going to get rid of it. So whether you're an employee or you should be taxed as an employee or taxed as if you own your own business, it's going back to the regime that we had sort of 5 years ago, where you decide for yourself whether you should be taxed or not. So I was looking at that and looking at the detail, and the Chancellor is expecting to lose £2 billion a year as a result of going from the employer companies deciding whether you're IR35 compliant to the contractor deciding. So he's expected to lose £2 billion effectively by people not declaring it correctly, which is just a little bit bizarre. So that's quite a big difference if you are a contractor, and I think that is an important change that hasn't been widely reported, because I guess IR35 is not the most interesting thing for mass media to talk about. And one last thing I just want to talk about, he says the CDIS, which that's for people who are not the main shareholders when they invest in a small startup company. The limits are actually very low. So they're going to be increased. But it was nice and vague. We didn't know what they were going to be increased to. So we'll look forward to seeing the detail on that. Now, this was quite radical, and it feels almost like we've got a new government, because the tax system is already changing really quite a lot. And I'll be very interested to see when he gives his main budget in November, what changes he's going to put forward. I mean, I particularly would love him to do something about the £100,000 where you get personal allowances taken away, because what that does, it caps a lot of small businesses and what they can earn, because nobody wants to pay the effective rate of tax of 60% when you earn over more than £100,000. So I'll be very interested to see what he does on that, particularly because that's a figure that's been eroded by inflation over the last 10 more years. So there we go, a mini budget. He's got rid of a lot of the increases in tax. We'll see at some stage how he's going to pay for all of that. And there's a few little details in there which particularly affect small businesses, particularly the reduction in dividend tax, the reduction in corporation tax, and the treatment of capital allowances. As the detail comes out, I'll keep you up to date. So please like and subscribe to the channel, and then I'll do my best to keep you informed. Thank you very much.